Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. This Day Weather Podcast brought to you by ConverseCountyTourism.com. Feel the energy of Converse County. Explore Douglas's Railroad Heritage, Ayers Natural Bridge, and the Jackalope Legend. Glen Rock boasts scenic trails, dinosaur history, and small town charm. Plan your visit at ConverseCountyTourism.com. Well, textbook June weather is the best way to describe it because that's what it's going to be. Temperatures and conditions, usually as you get towards the middle of June, get a little more settled into an early summer pattern after the cool, wet weather last week. As you can see, you're still going to see these clouds building up into these scattered showers and thunderstorms, and that's very typical. And we're going to see that here in the days ahead, like you see there in the photo in the Leadville area. So expect some late day shower and thunderstorm activity with mild nights and warm days. There'll be some pretty warm days coming up, but as we mentioned yesterday, we're not settling into the heat, at least here during the work week. It is going to get pretty warm as we get into the weekend and early next week. So expect a regular pattern of afternoon and evening thunderstorms. This is especially true for the Divide and east of the Divide. If you're on the Divide or east of the Divide, that's where the moisture is. That's where the thunderstorm development will be, especially beginning tomorrow through the weekend. However, for today and Wednesday, west of the Divide, there will be some thunderstorms, and a few could even be strong. Speaking of strong thunderstorms, this is from last week. Storm chaser Brian went out, and there were some big tornadoes, lots of tornadoes in the Texas Panhandle, the Lubbock area, and this one near Morton, Texas last week. Been a boon. Certainly it was a boon last week and over the weekend if you're a storm chaser for sure. Beautiful shot there of a rainbow with a weak shower and thunderstorm popping up in the Pinedale Upper Green River Basin area. Now, as we take a look at the satellite imagery, we can see that a lot of the moisture that was around this weekend and produced showers and thunderstorms in the south, it's still down there, but it's getting smaller. But there will still be some showers and thunderstorms down there. Across the west, you can see a lot of clear skies, but you see this little patch of cloudiness right here? This is associated with an upper level low. You can see it right here entering the Pacific coast. It doesn't look like much, but this little patch of moisture and instability match it up with daytime heating, and it is going to produce some scattered shower and thunderstorm activity. And we can see that today. And this is going to be across parts of Oregon into Idaho, western Montana. This is the day here where west of the Divide, you're going to see your better chance for showers and storms. Now, some of these are going to be strong today, especially with high wind gusts. So as you'll see here in the Storm Prediction Center outlook, watch out for some strong thunderstorms in this area later this afternoon and evening. The potential for high wind gusts is certainly there. And you can see that the risk is there today, and it's also going to be there tomorrow. As tomorrow, the shower and thunderstorm coverage is again on both sides of the Divide, a bit more numerous east of the Divide. But again, this area right here with that disturbance for the next 2 days will make for some busy shower and thunderstorm activity on the western slope of Wyoming, parts of Idaho. Today, the parts of the Pacific Northwest and then into the Wasatch Front, as you can see there. And there's the marginal risk tomorrow across Montana, northern and western Wyoming, eastern Idaho, down into Salt Lake. Then, as we get into the second half of the week, as we get into Thursday, Friday, and the weekend, I'm just going to kind of step you through it here. Thursday, the showers and thunderstorms less numerous in the western areas of the region, but a lot of moisture is going to reside here out in the plains and up along the Front Range. And with daytime heating, you're going to get showers and storms going. So we do have some marginal risk of severe weather across eastern Colorado, curving across northwest Kansas, Nebraska into the upper Midwest, general thunderstorms elsewhere. As we go into the end of the week and the weekend, we continue to have what we call that dirty ridge. Here's this next little wave on Thursday that could cause that severe weather there. And don't be surprised if that area expands a little bit and we get some yellow on Thursday as it comes through. So there's going to be these little systems, the dirty high pressure ridge allowing things in, keeping thunderstorms going. This is the thunderstorm activity on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can see that for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the thunderstorms are basically in the same areas. Along the east slopes of the Divide, they build up, they come off the mountains, and they come off across the plains. And occasionally some are going to be strong. So if you're planning weekend activities, you got to plan on these afternoon and evening thunderstorms along and east of the Divide, just isolated cells west of the Divide. Then as we get into the weekend, the high pressure builds in stronger. What we see is a big ridge of high pressure trying to build up over the Four Corners area. This is summer trying to get going. But as we showed you yesterday, this low could come in and could crash the party the middle of next week, and that's something that we'll talk about here later on this week. Have yourself a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.